Hey everyone! Before we dive into our analysis, let's quickly go over how we'll break things down. We'll start by talking about the scenes and what we noticed. Then we'll share our interpretations towards the end and tie it all together. So please stick with us as we uncover the artistry of SB19 Justin in the music video for Surreal and the recently released Kaibigan. Kaibigan kicks off with three friends: Justin, another guy, and a girl. It's pretty clear that Justin has a thing for the girl. You can see it in the way he looks at her and how he hangs on her every word.
Saya ako na nakasama ka.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Talaga?
We also noticed the number 7 on the girl's cap, and Justin happens to be wearing the same number as a necklace. We'll circle back to this later. At 2:45, we get a hint of connection between Surreal and Kaibigan. Justin steps on a bottle cap, which we also see in the music video of Surreal. Again, please hang in there for our explanation later in the video. We then see a series of fun bonding moments with Justin's friends, them just hanging out and traveling to different places. In the evening, the girl asks to talk to Justin privately. We then get a series of flashbacks. In one scene, they're at a shop getting bracelets. We see Justin's guy friend picking the colors, or at least this is what we interpret it as. Now obviously there's a clear contrast here, and blue often means loyalty and connection, while gray can mean feeling left out or uncertain. Gray is also attributed to unrequited love. After their chat, the girl looks sad, and maybe even guilty, as Justin says he'll be there for her, no matter what. This is where Justin might be starting to realize something is not right. When the girl removes her necklace, it's like a light bulb goes off for Justin. He realizes that both of them are talking about love, but the girl is talking about someone else and not him. Now let's circle back to the number 7. In numerology, 7 can be interpreted in many ways. However, one of the personalities associated with the symbolism of the number 7 is that they take love seriously, but may struggle to express themselves. The girl's cap with the number 7 could symbolize how her feelings for the other guy are more on the surface, like what she thinks she feels. The cap could also represent the girl's hidden thoughts and true feelings, as it somewhat hides her face in the shadows. This could hint at her subconscious awareness of her feelings for the other guy, even if she hasn't fully acknowledged them. But it might also hint at deeper feelings she hasn't admitted to herself just yet. Justin's necklace, worn close to his heart, shows he has feelings for the girl. The placement of the necklace could also represent the misguided nature of his love. While his heart is invested, his feelings are based on a misinterpretation of the girl's actions and words. We also notice that Justin's necklace has a hollow center, while the number 7 on the girl's cap fits perfectly to make it whole. We interpret this as a symbol of how the girl completes Justin, adding more meaning to Surreal's lyrics, quote, "And I can feel it, promise I will keep it. In my heart, it's embedded." When Justin takes off the girl's cap, it's like foreshadowing the moment she reveals her true feelings. Removing the cap could be a symbolic precursor to that moment of truth, and it was indeed Justin who made her realize that it's safe to admit and express how she truly felt. After this, things become more obvious for Justin, and that he has been misreading things throughout their friendship. Things he didn't clearly see at the time because he was focused only on what the girl was doing or saying without looking at the bigger picture. Let's try to break down a few examples. In this scene, the girl is clearly talking about the other guy, but Justin only heard what she said and not how she said it.
May nakalimutan pa ba tayo?
Ikaw.
Ako?
Now let's connect this to Surreal. The little things we thought were random now start to form a story. In Surreal, we see the bottle cap Justin kept from this scene. The bottle cap, an everyday object, might represent the initial spark of his feelings. It's small and seemingly insignificant, but it catches his attention, and he keeps it, suggesting a budding interest in the girl. The transformation from a man-made object, the bottle cap, to a natural one, the pine cone, could symbolize the evolution of his feelings from initial attraction to a deeper, more genuine love that feels natural and effortless. Pine cones are also often associated with the winter season, a time of dormancy, but also a time of anticipation for new growth in the spring. This could symbolize his hope for a future with the girl, even if things seem uncertain or stagnant at the moment. We can also see transitions, like a snowflake turning into a dead leaf. This shows how Justin saw things differently, in a more hopeful way, which made things even harder for him after learning the truth in Kaibigan. We can also see a handful of photographs. Over here, the famous boot, and other familiar things like this lighthouse. We see Justin wearing socks with eyes drawn, and a boot with flowers in it. Now that we know the concept of Kaibigan, we interpret this as Justin removing his boots, and in this instance, we interpret the boots as a symbol of his journey, and putting flowers in them as a symbolic act of offering his love, represented by the flowers, and then setting it aside, perhaps as a way to protect himself from further hurt. Walking barefoot or in socks can symbolize feeling lost or ungrounded. The removal of shoes, typically associated with protection and direction, suggests a loss of footing in life. The socks with eyes in this context could represent the silent witness to his grief, the only ones who see his true feelings beneath the surface of his journey. Tiptoeing can be associated with quietness and secrecy. Justin's actions might symbolize his attempt to hide his pain and silently accept the rejection. He's not causing a scene or lashing out, but rather internalizing his emotions and dealing with them privately in his own space when nobody is around. This scene with the flowers also was a subtle hint of the friendship he had with two other characters and how he's always been in the background. When he says the lines, quote, "The horizon feels so unreal." There's a close-up of Justin's face, but his eyes are clearly showing pain. And now, we know why that feeling was unreal.
The horizon feels so unreal.
The song ends on a more positive note, with Justin expressing that he'll keep the good memories close to his heart. We also see the contrast between the videos. In Kaibigan, he has dark-colored hair, while in Surreal, everything is lighter, even his hair. The last scene of Surreal shows him in the same position as before, but the drawing of leaves and budding plants on his skin are now patches, seemingly symbolizing that a love that has only started to blossom is now something that caused him pain. You can also see here in this photo and in the closing scene that his feet are now in bandage, symbolizing that he's now in the process of healing after a very painful journey that has now ended. Now, we want to share our alternative but darker interpretation of the closing scene. A quick trigger warning for those sensitive to the topic of self-harm. You may choose to stop the video here or proceed with caution. This alternate interpretation is a lot more painful. In the scene where Justin gives the guy the keys to the truck and drives away with the girl, Justin is left at the beach internalizing everything that has happened. He lets out his pain by screaming and burning the drawings he had made, removing the physical items that reminded him of the situation. We see him standing over a fire that has been extinguished, and everything goes dark. In Surreal, we witness Justin reminiscing about all the good memories, appreciating his journey, and finding a sense of calm. The music video concludes with bandages on his feet and a patch on a sensitive part of his arm. A gentle light shines through him while his eyes are closed, suggesting that the pain has subsided and he is finally at peace. Before we wrap up this video, we want to express our appreciation for Justin's creativity and how he navigated through the two songs and music videos. It's been a wild ride and an emotional roller coaster as we interpreted the meanings behind everything we observed. This truly shows that each member of SB19 is incredibly talented in their own right. What about you? What do you think is the meaning behind Surreal and Kaibigan? Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you next time.